What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for January 4th through January 10th, 2024. So, the snow and all the Christmas free mode events are officially gone and will not return until next December. However, we do have a brand new event starting this week, which sadly is only for current gen, which is PS5 and Xbox Series X/S. And that's the new Wildlife Photography Challenge, which makes sense since animals are currently only in online on current gen. And this is going to unlock you the Park Ranger by taking a picture of an animal in online. Taking 10 pictures will unlock you the trade price for the Park Ranger, and it will also unlock you the Zoophilus outfit, which is inspired by Ace Ventura. Very cool. But again, sadly, this event is only for current gen, which is a real shame. But we should be getting our next official drip feed car next Thursday, which is at least something else to look forward to. But anyways, the current prize ride for this week is the Class A Tulip. It's primarily based on the 1972 Chevy Malibu sedan, but of course, in the GTA community, it's well known for being Jason's car from the GTA 6 trailer. Very cool feature on the podium for sure. So this one used to cost about $700,000. However, it was a removed website car, so definitely worth trying to acquire this week. And to get it for free this week, you have to place top 3 in an LS Car Meet Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, it's in the muscle car class and is an above average performing vehicle in that class, being in top 20 around most tracks, which is pretty impressive for a larger 4-door muscle car, and the customization is pretty decent as well. Continuing to test drive vehicles for this week, we have the Grotti GT500, the 770, and the SC1 as well. And all 3 of these were removed website cars, so definitely pick them up this week if you don't already own them. And for current gen console users, we have the recently added Astern Custom as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the Hot Ring Sabre. This one is primarily based on a mix of the Chevy Lumina and the Oldsmobile Cutlass NASCAR stock cars. It has a normal price of about $800,000 and a trade price of about $600,000. It's in the sports class and really isn't all that quick. It's one of the slower sports cars. Plus it has the lowest top speed of the 3 hot ring cars for hot ring races, so it's not really all that great of a choice for those. And it doesn't really have any visual customization except for the liveries, but it does look pretty cool if you want a traditional looking stock car, race car to add to your collection. In terms of the dealership cars for this week, we have the recently added Dominator GT and the Vivanite. Continuing to Simeon's, we have the Baller LE Armored, the XLS Armored, the Dynasty, the Hexer, and the Shafter LWB. And all of these were removed website cars, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you don't already own them. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we unfortunately do not have any this week, which is a real shame, but I guess we'll see what happens next week. Continuing to vehicle discounts, we have 30% off all 3 cars from the test ride, which again are removed website cars. So we have the Grotti GT500. This one's in the Sports Classics class and is a decently quick car, being around top 20 around most tracks. Now the customization is pretty average, but it is a very nice car to drive, so I think it's definitely worth considering owning at this price. Next up, we have the 770, one of my favorite sports cars in terms of styling. Now it's a pretty average performing sports car around most tracks, but it does have a decent top speed that rivals most supercars. Its customization is pretty basic, but I still think it's a very cool car overall, especially at this price. Continuing, we have the SC1. This car is in the supercar class and is honestly one of my least favorite cars in that class. Just not much of a fan of the overall styling or the customization. Plus it's one of the slower supercars in the class as well. Just not really overall that great of a car, at least in my personal opinion. Moving along to Simeon's, we have 30% off the XLS Armored. Again, a removed website vehicle. This one's in the SUVs class and is a decently quick SUV. However, it basically has no visual customization and the armor is only 1 extra explosive and bullet resistant windows. And lastly, we have 30% off the Shafter LWB. Again, also a removed website car. This one's in a sports class for some reason, even though it has sedan class performance, doesn't really make much sense. Overall, I think you're better off just getting a Shafter V12, which has insane performance and is cheaper as well. Moving on to the gun van, we have the following weapons available this week, and we have 40% off the compact EMP launcher as well. Continuing to double money, we have double money NRP on the adversary mode trapdoor, plus double money NRP on stunt races, time trials, junk energy time trial, and for current gen, we have double money NRP on HSW races as well. In regards to the weekly vehicle robberies from the salvage yard business, again, these only change once per event week. We have the Deity, the Casco, Ellie as well. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial was El Burro Heights. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the muscle car race Down the Drain. I highly recommend the Dominator GT or the Buffalo STX for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Vigero ZX. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is East Vinewood. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag will be the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the 770. I really like the look of this car, plus it's a removed website vehicle. It's just well priced too, and it has great top speed performance for some nice highway GT cruising. Highly recommend this one. Anyways guys, overall this event week is pretty decent, sort of like a racing theme. Although it is unfortunate that the Park Ranger is only available on current gen. I think that's a bit messed up. Even though animals are only online in current gen, they could have at least made the Park Ranger available, maybe with just a normal price without a trade price on old gen, but I guess it just is what it is. Also, the fact that we don't have any properties on sale for this event week is a bit surprising. I mean, it's been about a month since the last time we had a property on sale. I mean, I guess the DLC stuff kind of mixed in these event weeks is what's kind of causing that, but I mean, I think by now we should have already had another property or business on sale, but not yet. I guess next week. And then in regards to the drip feed cars, remember that we do have our next drip feed car releasing next Thursday the 11th. So that should either be the Baller STD, the Cavalcade XL, or of course the Gauntlet Interceptor. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens for the next event week. But anyways, again guys, definitely know what you think of this event week down below in the comments. A bit underwhelming, but I guess the Park Ranger stuff does make up for it, even though that's only for current gen. Yeah, very weird. But again guys, thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.